threatening my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
What's up, dirty dogs?
Hello?
Hello, everyone.
What up, everybody? It's good to see you. Sorry, guys, I was having problems with YouTube connecting, but it finally connected, so there we go.
A program. Would
There
you
we
all
go.
please stand up
Didn't
and
miss
be
nothing.
recognized?
We ain't missed nothing. What's up, Tron?
We are joined today by the participants that made it through a
Our
heavily
homeboy in there in the
competitive
orange.
process. This is the creme de la creme of our city
The creme de la
that has been
creme.
selected to participate in this Camp Ready LA
What's up, Daniel?
program. And I want to take a moment to also acknowledge our general manager of the Emergency Management Department, Carol Parks, and the program's coordinator, Carmina de Santiago.
Brian, thank you so much for the 34 months.
Your work and coordination of this incredible program. Camp Ready LA is a program hosted
Camp
by
Frito-Lay?
our Emergency Management Department. It is a free week-long program for young adults aged
Frito-Lay?
17 to 22 to offer hands-on experience in emergency management. The participants gain essential disaster preparedness, team building, and leadership skills through a variety of activities,
here.
including hands-only
Come here,
CPR training,
up,
earthquake
Rich?
simulations, and more. The program is
Where's
highly
Almani
competitive.
located?
This
East of
year,
Los Angeles or
selecting
downtown
30
LA?
of the 56 applicants to participate in this effort.
El
And
Monte.
they are, again, a variety from, I was quizzing them
Probably the
earlier.
quickest,
from the parts
best
of the
way to
city,
tell you.
that we have, that they're from.
Tron,
Unfortunately,
it's coming.
Mr. McCosker, you got to get some harbor
Got to get
folks
through
in.
these
Okay, so
these
sorry.
idiots that love to
But
talk
we've got,
about
San
themselves.
Fernando Valley, we've got the West Side, we've got South Los Angeles, and the Metro region all here participating, and I'm really thankful that. Again,
3-inch
these are
shrimp is in the
important
house.
Skills, and I was asking a few of them earlier. One was inspired.
What up,
One of the
Drink?
participants inspired by the impacts
Shell.
of the Getty fire. Mr. Blumenfield, as you remember, and Ms. Yaroslavsky, that was up and around your area. But
Thank you,
these are
Brett.
the impacts that
Well, you know, I had to wait
motivate
for these ding-dongs
young
to start
people,
coming
understandably
back to
so,
work.
to learn what are some of the fundamentals to be
Aye.
part of our emergency response.
Aye.
Because as we know, for those of us like Mr. Lee and others that experienced the Northridge earthquake, it's going to take some time before emergency responders are able to get to you. So it's incredibly important that we teach the skills of triage, of helping to aid and render aid in these emergency events, because so often our first responders will be tied up in
What
much
else,
larger
Pam?
scale incidents. And so I want to acknowledge the individuals that we have here today. Alexander Eardley, Emily Rios, Mia Villatoro, Amber Havel, Estefani Garcia Moran, Michelangelo Lucero,
Michelangelo.
Angelina Martinez, Gracie Mercado, Nico
Michelangelo. Let's
Gevorgian,
get it.
Brianna
I
Martinez,
wonder if he's an artist.
Jamil Everidge II, Ruben Trujillo, Carlos Hernandez, Juliana Jordan, Sabrina Gonzalez, Drake Franco, Kevin Goodman, Siant Kabajian, Eliana Eardley,
I don't see
Lauren
any other
Gilbert,
ones. What's up, Robbie?
Stephanie Cartney,
Just trying
Emily
to pay attention to
Glenn,
the crowd. I can't
Leslie
see.
Gutierrez, and
Besides him, I
Thomas
don't see any
Edward
other regulars.
Sevilla Martinez.
Oh, no, my
Please give them a
girlfriend's in
round
there.
of
Laser
applause.
lady. I see her back there. She got like the white hood. Oh, dang it. The white hoodie in the back.
Again, as chair of public safety, as someone who
Can't
has
see if-
had her entire staff
Doesn't look like any, but it's pretty
in the
quiet
CERT
day for a
training
Friday.
program, and has continued to encourage more communities to participate
Sassy?
in Ready,
What's up, Salvador?
Ready Your Neighborhood Los Angeles, and a whole host of other efforts. We know that it's at every age
Hi,
group
Calamity.
that you can be
Hi, Graven,
part
Score.
of the solution in
How
these
are ya?
emergency responses, and I think this program
Hi,
is a
Spellborn and
really
Kenneth.
essential
Creamy
tool
goddess.
to expand the number of community
All right,
members
Lisa.
that can help
How
render
are ya?
aid in these emergency circumstances.
Hey, Skyforge.
So with that, in addition to all the hands-on experiences that I cited earlier,
blushing?
in addition to that, they have they get
Yeah, I was a minute or
exposed
so
to the
late.
EOC
I don't know
activation
why
training as
YouTube
well,
wouldn't
so that they
connect.
understand
Waiting for
the
everything to
mechanics
connect.
of what happens when
I mean,
we
everything
go
connected,
into
rather,
an emergency
but I was waiting on
response,
YouTube. It wouldn't
as
connect.
well as a
But it
mock
did.
press conference, as we know. those
Jason,
can
sup?
often be very lengthy.
Happy Friday.
We
I guess
try
I
to
should say
keep
happy
it
Friday
brief
to
and
all
to
of
the
you.
point,
It's Friday,
with
man.
the number of participants, as we always happen things, but we try to ensure that we get the most essential and salient points out to ensure that the public is well informed on the circumstances during these emergency events. But this certainly could not happen without the incredible leadership of our General Manager of Emergency Management Department, Ms. Carol Parks. If you please help me give her a round of applause.
What's up, Milo? What's up, Jack? What's up, Braden?
Good morning, and thank you, Councilwoman.
Yep,
As
getting in
Chair
my
of
coffee
Public
now.
Safety, I know you value these opportunities, and just being here today is so exciting because I'm looking to my left
Hi, Kat.
at
Happy
future
Friday.
emergency
What's up,
managers or public safety professionals.
I don't
we
see your
do
boyfriend
this camp
today, but it doesn't
so that
mean
we
he's
can
not in there.
encourage our future
Might be on the
generations
other
to think
side.
about now
Might be out in the
an
hall taking a
opportunity
piss.
that they may not have learned about.
A lot of
had
them
this
sign
camp
up and go
not
outside
been,
because they don't want to hear this
created.
shit.
So
they don't have to deal with it. They know when this is done.
That we must prepare for.
So
It's
then they walk
important
in.
That we take an opportunity.
So he
every
might be there.
summer
I'm
to
not
engage
saying
our
he's
youth.
not.
So we are really excited about.
I didn't
the
expect him the
program.
other day, and he
And
was,
as
so
this new generation
why not?
of aspiring professionals enter into the workforce.
Leave
we
who
must
alone,
equip
Sean?
them with these essential skills to ensure
Who is it that
they
we've
can
offended
lead,
today?
work with others, and apply what they have learned this week to their real-world experiences. So we appreciate their dedication to making a difference, which will contribute to a brighter future for all of our Los Angeles communities. Many youth their ages are not sure about exactly what they want to be.
If Brittany does something, it'll be my fault. Britney
But
Spears?
we feel assured that
Why?
for this program,
What did I
we
do?
have some future emergency managers. So thank you to the council
They never
members
talk
who
about
supported
Britney.
us this year, and we look forward to doing this again next year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carol. And now I'd like to introduce our program
I
coordinator.
gotta say that is one thing
Carmina
nice about that
Santiago.
Google Nest thermostat. I could just sit here and turn my AC on
We
or
would
off
like
or
to
my
extend
heat
our gratitude
on and
to
off
the
of my
Public
phone.
Safety Committee Chair,
I could be at my
Barbara
house. I could be in
Rodriguez,
another
and the team
country
for
and turn the
graciously
air on.
inviting our campers to
I like
this
that.
council meeting.
That is kinda nice.
This is most
I ain't gonna
likely
lie.
the first time that they've experienced a council
That's
meeting.
swish.
And with this very great warm welcome, we hope that they come back and that they participate in any other public safety events. Thank you so much to our
Left me a
council members,
message on
Maria
Instagram.
Rahman and Kevin De Leon,
Sam,
for
okay,
sponsoring this
I'll
event,
take a look at it
providing
again.
well-needed
I don't go on
supplies to make
Instagram
this
that
event
much.
happen. This week
Certainly
we
not
have,
every day.
an opportunity
So I
to
shall
learn
take a look.
life-saving skills that we hope our campers will never need to use.
What's up, Alina?
Special thanks to LA County Fire or LA City Fire Department and the LA County Department of Public Health for providing hands-only CPR training, stop the bleed, and overdose prevention training.
Stop the
We had a
bleed.
host of disaster preparedness
I got my
events,
belt.
including
My
an
gun belt
evacuation
on.
shelter
Zzz.
simulation at Grace
That'll
B.
stop the
Simon's
bleed. It'll
Lodge.
hurt.
Thank you
But,
so much for Recreation
great
and Parks,
tourniquet.
Department on Disability, American Red Cross for your continued support.
And I got
We
my
also had a press conference
backpack
simulation, something
safety
that is
kit.
much like this that's
good for
happening
50
now.
days.
And we had a
Ready.
chance to learn from some of the great PIOs in the city, including
Oh,
LA
stinks.
Fire Department,
Got
Department on
stinks over
Disability,
there.
and
Paramedic
Neighborhood
stinks.
Empowerment. We had a chance to work on resumes and participate in mock interviews. So
I don't
thank you
have
so
any
much to the
Narcan, but
personnel
there's no reason
department
for me to
helping us
need
out with
Narcan.
that.
So
And today we'll be hearing from inspiring leaders, which includes Chief Crowley of LAFD and FEMA Region 9 Deputy Regional Administrator.
that
Taylor
smoking
Latrell.
scan. Sean believes
There
you're
were so
in
many
a psychic
supportive
control
organizations
over
outside the
Brittany,
city that
which
assisted
Brittany
us
we
in
don't
sponsoring
know.
This event,
Okay, maybe it's all
including the J. Paul
Brittany's.
Getty Trust, Miss Bunny Benarin of the Hero and Me Foundation,
Is
Code
it Brittany
3 Life
Griner?
Tactical Company,
Who's a dude?
Major Surplus in Gardena, and the Who Reek for
Yes, he
Newsyear
is. He's
Memorial
watching the other
Fest.
screen.
Thank
Well,
you
I'm
so
gonna go
much
to the
again
other,
for this
the
opportunity,
other
and we hope to be
computer.
back next year. Thank you.
He's a weirdo.
Thank you, Carmina. Thank you, Carol. And
There's a
again,
ceasefire on
what
Fig,
I
thanks
love
to
about
Jason.
This is a
Jason
merger
put that in
of
place.
the things that I'm most passionate about: youth development and opportunities for young people, and really immersing it into what is always a
What's up,
prevalent
Weed
need,
Whacker?
is the emergency preparedness work that we need to
I don't know who
engage in
Brittany
as a
is,
city.
so.
And what better way to help expand that work than through the introduction to our young people in an
Yeah, the
environment
San
with
Gabriel
so
Valley, which
few
is
people taking
east of
on the
downtown Los
responsibility,
Angeles.
whether it's the employment opportunities that FEMA is so eager
Brittany
to
Grinder.
fill. FEMA is hiring for people that are looking. FEMA is hiring obviously our dispatchers here in the city of Los Angeles. There are a number of roles that people can play and have employment in
Stay home,
when
live
it
with my
comes to
parents?
public safety
Well,
work. And it
I only
doesn't
have one parent
necessarily
now.
mean becoming a police officer.
I don't think
or
she
a
wants me
firefighter.
living there.
There are many supporting roles that people can play.
outta here.
And
She can only take me in hour increments.
to the host of
bits.
opportunities that exist through this program, and perhaps pique their interest that could potentially lead them to a greater career that will be of service
Well,
to
he's only
a greater number
staring
of
at it
people in the
periodically.
city of
Like
Los
right now, it
Angeles
looks
or
like he
whatever
is,
they
but he's
choose
not.
to
He's looking
ultimately
out the
live.
hall.
I think it's really wonderful
Into the
that you all
hallway.
have really incubated and created this opportunity for young people in
I
the
don't know if
city
that's
of
the
Los
same thing
Angeles.
for
And for
animals.
that, I'm really grateful
In fact,
and proud to support
really
this
quickly,
initiative.
because
And
I don't
thank
care
you,
about what she's
colleagues.
saying. I don't think either of you do. One quick question. This is dumb, and I probably should have Googled it. But you know how you and I could walk through a forest and hit poison oak, and we get poison oak, and we're scratching and itching. Do animals get poison oak? I mean, I doubt it because of the fur and not skin. But I was wondering that. I doubt it.
Inspiring to see the young people here that you
Probably something I
brought
should have kept to
that are
myself and
helping
Googled.
prepare us for that next disaster that is going to
But
happen.
I have a feeling
thank
they
you very
don't.
much, and thank you all for being
I have a
here.
feeling
Thank
them
you.
fucking
And
bears
so,
is going to eat that shit. Ah!
To the participants
Shit it
of
out.
the
Be just fine.
Camp Ready LA, congratulations on a job well done. Thank you so much for your commitment and service to the people of Los Angeles. Congratulations.
Well, there was a car chase yesterday with a big wreck, but it was only, about 3 minutes of a chase, and only CBS got it, and I can't use their feed, so there's not much I can do. Fur protection, yeah.
Great, next.
And fur is certainly not
turn
like
it over
skin.
to
There's
Councilman
Mr. Harlan's right
Hernandez.
there, Cat. He's right there. He's right
Presentation.
there. You see him? He's right here. There he is, right
Day
there,
of the
Cat.
Salvadoran.
You see him with the glasses on his head? He's right here. That's Mr. Harlan. Oh, back-to-back days. Back-to-back movies with Mr. Harlan. And I see my laser girlfriend up there in the white in the back. Look at the guy in the peach and look right behind him. Okay, that's my laser girlfriend. We got 3-inch shrimp dick.
Thank you, Council President and
Yeah.
Councilwoman.
I don't care what you guys say. She's losing weight.
Good morning, everybody.
Good for her.
My name is Eunice Hernandez, council member representing the 1st. So what an honor to be able to join y'all to celebrate today, which is El Día del Salvadoreño. Today we are
Today's Salvadorian Day?
Unicomdes USA, an incredible organization that plays a huge role in the Salvadorian diaspora in Los Angeles and across the country. They're a leader in preserving cultural traditions, fostering a sense of belonging,
Herman get banned?
advocating
No.
for community members, and supporting charitable
Not
causes.
that I know of. He was there the
And
other day.
Again, their impact
On
is national.
Wednesday? Or
Today,
Tuesday or Wednesday. He was
we
there.
are proud to commemorate the 26th annual Día del Salvadoreño,
Maybe
a
Tuesday
festival
he
that
was
brings thousands of Salvadorans together to celebrate
That's
their
it,
heritage.
Derek.
Their heritage. El Día del Salvadoreño se desarrolla el sábado 3 y el domingo 4 de agosto
Yes, some
en la
animals
esquina
can
de
get
la
poison
Avenida
ivy,
Normandy
huh?
y
They're
el
less
Boulevard
likely to
Venice
react to
in
humans
LA,
because of their
in
fur.
Venice Boulevard. So if y'all
See,
have a
that's what I'm
chance,
saying.
the festival is
Cats,
going on today,
big
tomorrow,
cats.
and Sunday. On the corner of Normandy and Venice Boulevard.
Huh.
Unicomdes has transformed this event into a cornerstone of the
What's up,
Pico
man?
Union neighborhood, creating a strong sense of community
I
through
love
music,
you.
dance, food, and
love
art from LA to all over U.S. Cities. And when I bring up the representative of Unicomdes, she'll share more. But this event started in LA and now is in Houston, New York, and all over the country. And that's because of their work in leadership. Y mientras se realizan las tradicionales fiestas agustinas en El Salvador, aquí se realiza el Día del Salvadoreño. So in El Salvador, they have what are called the
animals
Fiestas
can't
Agustinas right
get
now, which I'm
poison oak
hoping folks
because
can
they're
talk about
fur
as well.
and they rub
while
against
that's
you
happening
and then
there,
you
here in the
can get
U.S.,
it.
they're celebrating El Día del Salvadoreño
So you gotta tell Brian
so
that.
there is connection
You
to
guys
their
are back
country,
and forth
so
on
that
it
there
now.
is an ability to uplift their culture at the same time that they're celebrating in El Salvador.
What's up, Park?
Their efforts of Unicomdes have brought joy to
You did say
communities
thin
where it is needed the most, representation and
animals,
leadership and power to communities
Cat,
that
I
need it the
would
most,
assume is thin
and they are
fur
made possible again
versus
by the
a-
leadership
of
of
course,
Unicomdes
having like a
USA, President
big
Wendy
bear or
Cordero.
something.
And now I would like to invite Wendy to share a few words, but Wendy, definitely take some time to share with folks about the amazing impact that y'all have done. This is the 26th annual. It started in Los Angeles. Now it's all over the country. So please let these people know of the amazing work that y'all are doing to lift up the culture, the communities of El Salvador. Thank you.
Thank you.
Join me in a round of applause, everybody. Thank you.
Thank
Bro,
you,
she's
Councilmember
twice the size of the
Paredes.
lady behind her.
Good morning, Mr. President and distinguished council members. First and foremost, I would like to express gratitude and appreciation to you all for your continued support to our organization, Unicomdes USA.
Ooh.
And our event, El Día
Ooh.
del Salvadoreño USA.
Biting, huh?
Our event brought a continuous
doesn't want
26
love?
years of celebrating
No one love?
and spreading our traditions here in the wonderful
want
city,
food?
county of
No
Los
time for food
Angeles.
yet.
The purpose of our festival is to celebrate our heritage, our values, and our traditions to the Salvadorian community here in Los Angeles. We welcome all walks of life to our event with open hearts and open minds.
Who's the guilt?
The celebration of our
Which one is
culture
the
is
guilt?
not limited to only Salvadorians because, as we all know, pupusas is an universal word.
Papusas is good.
We are enthusiastic, we are ecstatic to have the ability to share such an incredible event. The festival brings a piece of El Salvador right here to the heart of Los Angeles and to our nation. It is through our united effort that we are able to create such a wonderful experience to our community and for one of the largest cities
You want
in
another
America
cat named Little
to
Stinky?
be able to share our Salvadorian
Wait, her titties are
heritage
out.
and customs on a national scale here in the United States is a tremendous honor to us
Look at the
all.
one in the blue.
Salvadorians
When it goes
in
back
Los
to that
Angeles
tight shot, her tits are
account
hanging
for
out.
one of the largest Latinx
can see her bra.
populations in the country. So to be recognized on a scale this large is an amazing opportunity to an organization that is not taken
See?
lightly.
Look at the cleavage shot.
As a proud Salvadorian immigrant, I am honored to be where I am from and proud of all my people striving for the advancements of our culture, values, and traditions here in the States and back home. We want to continue this tradition for this generation and generations to come. Our community is only getting larger, and every person is just as important as the next. This event brings the best
Papusas
of
is
both
like a
worlds
quesadilla.
together, combining Salvadorian
Flour,
and American traditions
You
in
know, with
celebration
cheese
of
and like
life.
meat or just
We
cheese.
come in
Different
all
types
shapes
of
and
meats.
sizes.
It's good.
And we are all continuously trying to do more
best
for
thing I can
ourselves and everyone
Assimilate
around
it
us.
to.
We
Is
are
it like a
honored to have
quesadilla,
a
which is
special day
Mexican?
nationally
They're
recognized
Salvadorian.
in this country as El Día del Salvadoreño Americano. We
And,
are
and they're all
externally
round. They're not like some
grateful to you
quesadillas are
all,
kind of like a
those
shape
who go
of
to
a
make
cut
this event
watermelon or
what it
something.
is.
Piece of
With
watermelon?
every coming
No.
year, we
It's all
maximize
round.
the potential of the event and it continues
Cabbage
to
too,
grow
yeah. They're
and
good.
grow. Our organization, thank
I
you.
enjoy them. I don't have them
Our
very
people,
often, but they're
thank
good.
you, and hope to have a relationship
They're tasty.
continue for years to come. El Día del Salvadoreño is here.
They are
this
thicker,
weekend,
absolutely.
the 3rd and the 4th, and you are all invited to come and join us.
There's our homeboy
Thank
in
you
the
very
back
much.
walking. The deaf guy who always gives him shit. I like him. Starts off calm, thanks him.
And now I have the
And all of a
pleasure to
sudden tears into
introduce
him.
our General Consul of El Salvador in Los Angeles, Alejandro Letona.
Just wondering why it's so dead in there today.
Thank you and good morning, council members.
It's Friday. I guess everybody
I
wanted
would
to
like to thank
be home.
Councilwoman
A
Hernandez
flat empanada?
for
Yeah.
this motion
Something like
to
that.
recognize our celebrations this coming August. Salvadoran American Day, as we well said, is celebrated federally on August 6th, and we take this weekend to party it up like if it's El Salvador, because it's our vacation period in El Salvador. It's in honor of our patron saint, El Salvador del Mundo, which
I
gives
love
our
you.
country its name.
Didi, love you,
So
whole bunch.
I would like to
I
thank
know
the
you're
city
hungry,
of Los
Bubba, I
Angeles
know.
for your
I'll feed you in a
openness and
couple
for 26 years letting us
way early.
thrive as a community
really early.
in which our new generations of Salvadorans being born in the city are now taking part of this organization. I'd like to thank the Salvadoran American workers here at the City Council. Part of your staff members are Salvadoran, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for your support to my community.
He's
in your
shining with that
specific
gold. Look at that
district,
gold chain
some
over there
of which
shining.
have
Got my
more,
attention.
Some which have less, but we are all over
Balling
Los
out.
Angeles. and I appreciate your
Ballin'
collaborations
like a
to the different
motherfucking pro.
Salvadoran
Like a
organizations in your
motherfucking
district.
pro.
And hopefully it's your cheat day, right?
Uh-huh.
For your diet. You know, this is you know, a very special motion from Councilwoman Hernandez, so you can have a little sweet taste of El Salvador as well. It's a little sneak peek of what you can find this weekend, so hopefully you come join us. We're open at 12 noon on Saturday, 12 to 12, and on Sunday, 10 to 10. So we hope to see you there. And again, thank you to the City of Los Angeles for allowing.
They're
the
definitely getting a
Salvadoran
frame. I don't know if
community
it's
to
a
thrive
gold one, Frank.
In harmony. Thank you.
I'm gonna say it's a regular cherry wood one, but they. Oh, see, there's a frame right there. Yeah.
Oh, we do have one speaker on the queue, Councilmember Lee.
Who's Salvadorian?
Mr. President, Councilmember Hernandez, I want to thank you. It's great that this council always celebrates all the different amazing cultures.
All right, I'm gonna
that
go
make up
feed
the great
Stinks
city
just to
of
get
Los
him out of the
Angeles,
way.
But it also gives me an opportunity
That way I
to
can
thank
stay
the
here
members
for
of
the
my
rest of the
staff.
show.
20% of my staff
All right,
is
I'll be right back in a
Salvadoran
minute.
American descent, and I get the privilege of working with them every single day and seeing the hard work and let them know how much I appreciate every day how much they do for all the residents of the city and especially the residents of Council District 12. So thank you so much for bringing this here today.
Next, Councilwoman Padilla.
Thank you, Councilmember Hernandez, for bringing this presentation. I'm very happy that you're all here and see some familiar faces. And, you know, I see exactly what you mean. You know, we all play our role to interact with the organizations in our district. You know, for me, I'll never forget the day when I was once in a room with a ton of community organizers that knew different parts of LA, and they were shocked to hear the Valley person say the word Salvies, because they had no idea that there was El Salvadorians in the San Fernando Valley. And I had to tell them there's plenty. They're not all in MacArthur Park. So it is definitely a big part of the Los Angeles culture. And I would be remiss, from my cousins who are half Salvadorian to my nieces and nephews that are half Salvadorian, if I didn't say publicly Feliz Día del Salvadoreño.
Thank you. In the West Valley, we have a very large Salvadoran population as well, my district. So we'll turn it back to you, Councilwoman Hernandez.
Unicondes USA, I would like to present you with a certificate of recognition from the City of Los Angeles for the over 26 years of leadership that y'all provide here in the City of Los Angeles, particularly uplifting the Salvadoran community, and for las fiestas that are coming up tomorrow and Saturday. That has been a way for the community to gather. So thank you so much for making it happen for our city. Thank you. That these sweets, ¿cómo se llaman estos? Estas quesadillas. Everybody has a different type. They're from a restaurant in Cypress Park in CD1 called Salvamex. So it's half Salvadorian and half Mexican. So we wanted to bring, you know, a little bit of what it looks like for communities to come together, especially through gastronomy. But these are in particular sweets from El Salvador. Thank you.
Awesome, sure. Half and half, but 100% delicious. All right. Okay, as they're taking their pictures, we're going to move to public comment. If we could, clerk could read in the instructions for public comment on the phone and in person.
Yeah. As indicated on the agenda, members of the public wishing to offer public comment should call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466 and then press pound. Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press *9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press *6 to unmute.
Thank you. To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, either at the podium or on the phone, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total, for the items open for public comment. We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you're not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you're on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comments are items 6 through 9. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items
What's up,
or
Tony?
anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. For members of the public calling in, when it is your turn to speak, an automated
She's
message
going
from
gray,
Zoom
man,
will
from all the
prompt you to press
stress.
*6 to
And the
unmute
mask.
yourself. If you do not do so, council staff will prompt you once more. At that point, you need to immediately unmute yourself, or you'll unfortunately forfeit your time, and we will move on to the next
Brave,
speaker.
Dave.
Finally, because of a brief time delay between the live meeting and the broadcast, 2 things are important. First, while you're waiting for your turn to speak, keep one ear to the phone so you hear in real time when it's your turn to press *6. Second, if you're listening to the meeting on other devices, please turn down the volume on those devices immediately when it's your turn to speak. Between the time delay and feedback, it will cause a great deal of confusion if you
up,
continue to
T-Knox?
listen on other devices.
Okay, we have 6 speakers signed up today. I'm just going to read all the names, and you can
6 speakers.
line
That'll
up on the
should be
corner.
quick
Donald
after
Carlin, Nuri Duarte Hernandez, Shanika Figueroa,
Shanika
Harriet Elliott,
Figueroa. You know who
Anito,
that
and
is.
Joe. If your name has been called,
Shanika
left side of the room,
Figueroa.
house left, stage right, and come forward. Let us know your name and what
He's
you
so
were
funny,
signed up
dude.
to speak on.
Dude is funny.
Hi, Joe, just public comment.
Okay, you'll have 1 minute.
Okay, Madam Padilla, I just want to say you have a superstar in your office called Brian Patton. Unfortunately, Mr. Patton had to go through a lot of hooplas to get me my Braille,
Hooplas?
which I am visually impaired. Department of Neighborhood Empowerment refuses to continuously provide me Braille. Their attitude is, we don't care, what are you going to do about it? I'm entitled to Braille. Padilla's office had to really press. They're treating this deputy, Brian Patton, pretty poorly at Department of Neighborhood Empowerment. I'm entitled to Braille. I have it right here, city clerk. They checked my credentials.
Shanika
I'm visually
Figueroa.
impaired. Why is the department denying me the right to Braille? Why?
Why?
Why do I need to beg? But Padilla's office did their best so far, and they're fighting the fight for me, and I thank you for that. Shame on Department of Neighborhood Empowerment. Fuck them.
Next speaker.
Went from having the all-star in the office fighting for his thing to fuck them. Told you.
My name is Harriet Elliott.
My girlfriend.
And which items would you like to speak on?
No, I'm speaking general public comment.
Okay, you'll have 1 minute.
Laser lady.
I'm talking about Renee Pittman. She's my soul sister. She is very religious, as I'm going to read right now. But in every other way, she's exactly like me. Shocking. Okay, she's talking about God wants us to give the ultimate blessing that we desperately need and seek, resulting from blind faith and trust. She's a big believer. However, she was abused as a child by the CIA, and it's making it clear right in the beginning on page 14. I don't know if you know about Carol Rutz, who wrote Nation Betrayed. That book is not available. The CIA doesn't want to be tagged with the pedophilia that it was involved in.
That's right.
And also, I heard that the McMartin preschool case was one of them. Anyway, here is her.
I remember that one, the McMartin preschool case.
Thank you very much.
Dude, that's old. She brought it back.
We'll
That's
hit
like
up
80s.
The next speaker.
Oh, man. Shanika Figueroa.
Speaker, please remind us of the name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
My name is Mistress Shaniqua Figueroa. And can you tell me which items I'm allowed to speak right now?
Items 6 through 9.
Fucking love her.
But for the 11, are you going to call my name again?
The special meeting will be held later.
Okay, I'll come back again. Okay, so let's speak on everything and the general public comment.
You'll have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
And then for the item number 6, what I read, it is exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act. So
Yes,
I
Brian.
actually disagree with this because we are having so many exemptions from the California Air Quality California Environmental Quality Act. Right now, I'm seeing on the street so many trucks, so many cars, so many motorcycles, so many electric vehicles are having those big black smoke
Electric
but
vehicles too?
It is damaging environment. I'm breathing in every single day.
You are.
Because all of those are exempt. Because we have no enforcement of those. For a person who live on the street, I have to breathing in of all those disgusting exhaust because of those exempt. So many store owners, business owners, they can get whatever luxury exemption from the city, from the state, and continue to damage
Speaker, you should
the
move
air
on to your
quality.
next item.
And then next item, let's talk about item number 8.
Figueroa?
Which is a similar item, which is exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act. I will continue to this. Since I arrived this country illegally in 1776, the air quality of the city of Los Angeles is continue to go down, like a downhill, go down like a Figueroa. People are not only using those illegal exhaust, people are urinate on the street, that damaging the environment. People are defecate on the street, are damaging the environment, and the people are no longer use toilet anymore. That is damaging the environment.
That's true.
All of those are exempt from the so-called California Environmental Quality Act. I don't understand why we continue to allow such thing to continue.
Speaker, you should move on to your...
And then I will move on to my general public comment today.
I love him.
And then
We'll have 1 minute.
I would like to talking about the civil rights and the equality today.
Thank you, Billy.
One of my mentors, which is Officer Singh, he told I was hopeless. I was hopeless being a man as my 3 inches. Everybody knows that. But Officer Singh told me there's something called a civil rights in city of Los Angeles. There's something called equality in Los Angeles. I was hopeless because I was continue to be bullied at school, in the city, in the county, or anywhere I go. But Officer Singh told me that the civil rights protect everybody. Sometimes you have 12 inches in your upper body, so you are 12 inches taller than me. Sometimes I have 12 inches in my lower body, so that's why I'm 12 inches longer than you. But everybody are created equal. LAPD,
Look at the guy laughing behind him.
no matter who, how long you are, how tall you are, and everybody should be protected. Nobody should experience.
The two dudes laughing behind him. Like everybody they can't stop. Here we go. Donald Harlan. Kat, where you at?
Speaker, please remind us of the name you signed
Please
up
go
under
off,
and
Donald.
which items you'd like to speak to.
Hopefully he's not
Hi, I'm
medicated.
Donald Harlan. I'd like to speak on all the agenda items.
Let's
General
go.
comment, please.
Let's go.
You'll have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Okay, starting with agenda item number 9, definitely no. I'm concerned that the people working in the city hall, and in the government are taking bribes from pharmaceutical companies like Purdue Pharma.
Sure.
It may look like a closed session meeting for a settlement, and maybe it's a legitimate settlement.
Thank you,
But
OCB.
this seems to be a problem. There needs to be an investigation to find evidence if anybody's taking bribes from any pharmacies. Also, agenda item number 8 is very important. Somebody in the Port of Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles is trying to collect clean truck funds, collect fees out of my port that's not supposed to. And that needs to be stopped.
That's
It's
his
right
port.
here. Sequid doesn't own the port. You know, the United States government doesn't own any transportation infrastructure whatsoever. The city doesn't own any transportation infrastructure. The state of California doesn't own any transportation infrastructure, including the ports.
Spindler.
And there should be nobody showing up from the Port of Long Beach trying to make a bunch of fees, trying to steal a bunch of money out of the ports.
I agree.
So agenda item number 8, probably no.
Probably no.
Also, there's a lot of quit claims that need to be canceled. You have to actually own the property to have a quit claim, and
Thank you,
those
OC.
people don't own that property. It's like people trying to claim the walkway next to their house or something because it's next to their house. Well, you have to actually own the house. It actually has to be your property to do that. And these quitclaim deeds don't count for shit. Okay, also, the Department of Transportation, LADOT, needs to be brought under control. There's a big breach over there. Those guys driving the buses around there. They need to restore fares and get that back under control.
I agree.
Also, the Los Angeles Housing Department is not a government agency.
Speaker, item 1 has already been voted on.
They're not to be paid anything. It seems to me that there's a big problem. People with delinquent bills for things they tried to bill to the city that they did that was illegal.
Yep.
A lot of bills in the name of the city by city employees not able to be collected, that they tried to spend my city money that they'll never get. Those people have to go to jail for that. Everybody that endorsed that, everybody they hired, everybody that worked in there. Even the guys driving the supplies there.
Smoke.
That's it. Oh man, he's rather sedated today. Mr. Spindler, I didn't even hear his name being called. I love
Speaker,
him.
which I like to.
Look at his hair right now.
Speaker, which items would you like to speak to?
Motherfucking items in general public comment.
You'll have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for public comment.
All right. Let's get to number 6. CD11.
Look at the lady where I'm at.
The evil one
See her?
with the coffee cup, Tracy Park. That's right. Look at that. That's right. Back to evil. I want to see more evil out of her. She's coming back to us. Well, let's see what you're doing. Vacating Federal Avenue to Pico. Oh, yeah, that's a homeless criminal area. See, Bob? See what she does, Bob? Unisys. See what she does? See how she protects people from homeless criminals? You don't. You're sitting there talking.
Speaker, you need to address the
ignoring
council and
fucking
speak
shit
to the
that I'm
agenda
trying to
items.
say. See, Marchese's listening because he knows it's going to go to the FBI.
Speaker, you need to stick to the agenda items.
If you give me a chance to talk on the fucking item, I can. You going to give me a chance to talk on the fucking item, or are you going to filibuster me?
TikTok, TikTok.
Well, sure. TikTok is right. Who's the next councilman gets indicted, right? That's TikTok. So number 7. Shame on Hugo Stalin.
Hugo Stalin.
Shame on Stalin. Look at this. Selling out to Israel on this item.
Hugo Stalin.
Dolby Theater. Should tear it down. Tear it down. Put a homeless project there. The Dolby, have you been to that piece of shit Dolby Theater? The little tiny cramped fucking seats in that piece of shit. It's too small. Piece of shit. It used to be called the Kodak Theater. And then Kodak went bankrupt, right? Like the city goes bankrupt. Same thing. Piece of shit. And what is this, Hollywood Entertainment LLC? Who owns it? Who the fuck owns that? BlackRock owns part of that, right? That's Wall Street. Hugo's selling out to Wall Street. Put a barcode on his ass, scan him, because now he's owned by the same pieces of shit that everybody else is. Then we get to number 8. Oh, Buckethead. Look at that. Clean trucks. There's no such thing as a clean truck. Are you fucking retarded? You can't have a clean truck. Trucks have to have diesel motors.
Brain sock. Thank you.
Because if they don't have diesel motors and your lithium batteries blow up, then the truck blocks all the lanes and all your shipping stops. How you going to tow it out of there?
Happened in
Another
Vegas.
Dumb old buckethead.
On the way to Vegas.
See, you make
Barstow.
Buscaino look like a Rhodes Scholar. I swear to God. I mean, even Marchese, see, he's bowing his head because he had to argue with you Tuesday that you know the procedures. You don't know a fucking thing. He knows more than you do, and he's
Speaker,
dumb.
you're topic.
He's dumb.
He's fucking dumb. So anyway, go back to diesel. Clean diesel. Clean diesel, non-sulfuric diesel is the way to go. Now that my general, looks like we got a scandal here. Looks like Bob and Imelda are hiding city services from Encino, creating paths for fucking robberies and thefts. Just caught a guy with a black plastic bag running up Libet Avenue, right next to fucking freeway over there in Magnolia, and I called the cops. Trespassed, All those 18 burglaries in the area. And you know what they told me? It's not a criminal matter. Did you see him break a lock? No, he only crawled over the wall with a skateboard filled with tattoos and a big, large bag. Who got broke into today? And it's her fault right over there. No street lights all the way around the Sepulveda Basin so the criminals can get away and turn their street lights off, and the airships can't detect the robbery suspects and they leave Encino. She's responsible. I call on Tracy Park to turn them into the fed.
Okay, that concludes in-person public comment. We are now going to hear public comment from the phones. If we could,
Well, it's gonna be a
go
quick
to the
one
phones
today.
To
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for what
Hear
you're
from the
sending,
public.
and that I appreciate you, Michelle. Hold on, guys. Let me fix this. Thanks, Michelle. Oh,
Caller, you may speak.
his hair is great today.
Call in user 1.
It looks
May you
fabulous.
please state the items you are speaking on?
Yeah, he's a real lawyer. Thomas. Bar certified. He just
Moving on.
acts crazy sometimes.
Caller ending in
not that he's not bright.
3784. Please state the items.
tough to
you would
pass
like
the
speak
bar.
on.
Thanks again, Brain Socks. Thank you, Michelle.
All right, I'll just speak to general comment.
Under or over, fuck, hurry, 8. Hurry. Hurry.
You'll have 1 minute.
Under or over 8.
All right, so I didn't get much time to talk about this week because of all your other stuff this week. But let's talk about the whole incident that happened last weekend where a cop LAPD officer punched someone in the face. So the LAPD's been refusing to identify this officer like all week, who just punched someone in the face who wasn't resisting. So the press found it out finally because the LAPD keeps refusing to release the name, let everyone admit who the name the officer is. So we're finding out some stuff about this officer. Like apparently when this officer was in the military, the officer microwaved live animals, and would, text each other, bully black Marines, all kinds of stuff. He'd get his friends would microwave live rabbits, tarantulas. That's who the LAPD employees and their police.
Come on. This fucking phone, this Obama phone isn't working. Come on, turn up your
Caller
Obama
with
phone.
The last 4 digits,
7.
9519.
7.
Please state the
8 was the
items.
number, so the unders win by 1. I'm telling you, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with calling
Yes,
that
my
line.
name is Jason. I'm a smoker's can beer.
Oh, there's one.
Which items would you like to speak to?
All available items and general public comment, ma'am.
Okay, you'll have 3 minutes for
Yeah,
the items.
Jason
That's
sounds
items
clean
6 through
today.
9, and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you, ma'am. You're looking pretty good in your black mask. Can we switch it up to maybe a white one every now and then? Anyway, question. Can we get like somewhere in the city or maybe down the road we can get maybe some locksmith like down on Figueroa? 'Cause the other day I was down on Figueroa with this
Speaker,
chick,
you need to speak
and,
to the agenda
she-
items.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I can't talk about Figueroa. That's not on the agenda.
That's not on the agenda.
Pretty little lady.
Pretty little lady. Pretty little lady.
Well then let me well then can I talk about Figueroa and the issues I was having down there?
Speaker, we can move you to general public comment.
Well, whatever you want to do, pretty Miss Lady, it's your world. I'm just begging for mercy.
Let's move you to the general public comment.
Just begging for mercy.
Thank you, ma'am. Cool. Anyway, as I was saying, I was down on Figueroa the other day. Picked up this little chick. We went behind like the Circle K or whatever there, and she was in my front seat giving me the the Soho maneuver there. And I don't know, she was bent over, and when she sat back down, I don't know how this happened, but she sat on my key fob and it went right up her ass. So yeah, I locked my keys in a bit. But I was thinking if we could get maybe some locksmiths down on Figueroa, that way they'd be able to come over and use that little metal stick they be bending and stuff to get you open your doors or whatever. So you can maybe fish it out of there and get my keys because it's hard when you don't have your damn keys and you're you locked out down there on Figueroa because the bitch done, swallowed them with her ass. But shout out to the smoking scan community there, and we having a good meeting today, and y'all have a good.
There's two. Shout out to Jason. Locked his keys in the bitch. I was dead when he said that.
Caller with the last four digits, 7255.
This is Richard Serrano.
Shout out to Richard Serrano.
Hello?
Yes. Which items would you like to speak to?
Number 8, public comment, and smoking scan. Thank you for the support.
You'll have 1 minute for the
There's
item
three.
and 1 minute for general public comment.
Shout out to Richard Serrano.
Number 8, about the truck. Funny how we reach out to try and get funding from truckers that are already paying for diesel fuel.
Hi, Terry.
Back in the day, we said we ran diesel because it costs less to manufacture. But now, diesel is higher than gas, and truckers get locked down to what they can charge or lose the contract.
Yes, Laguna the Fifth.
But we'll go after them for clean fees. The city of LA got rid of the contractors that service the city of LA, even though they had debts to their trucks, $200,000 trucks, plus $200,000 trucks. But we got rid of them. Let them do on their own livelihood. Who do we represent? The city of attorney? You guys seem to back up, not the people, not for the city, but the council people there. You tell us to stop talking or interrupt our conversation when we try and speak
You
up
have 1
against
minute for
something
general public comment.
that the public should be aware of. I haven't even finished on number 8. Okay, let's go to public comment. Emilio Padilla, thank you for backing me up and getting Starbucks at 9080 to go through the public works system. So now they were boarding it up, got rid of the homeless encampment that's been there for 3 months since I've been reporting it. Now that they're going to open up 9020 and have an open house there or whatever you have.
It'll be back in 2 days.
Again, it only takes a canvas, huh, Monica Rodriguez? It only took you 7 years to get to La Tuna Canyon after the Channel 5. Beautiful debate they had on the news there about if it was in front of your house, it wouldn't have took 7 years.
It's true.
But it seems to be the cameras move the people. Again, the Clean Act on the truckers, terrible that you're finding money out of them because at the end it costs them or their contracts. That police officer should be fired, arrested for insulting a man in handcuffs.
That's right. The cop should be fired.
Call in user
Don't make
2,
the other one
please
look good,
unmute
that's for
and state the items you'd like to speak to.
What's up, nerds and virgins? Brock Landers, Los Angeles private investigator. 8, 9, and general public comment, please.
You'll have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Number 8, it doesn't sound like you consulted with Mr. Harlan about this. As Mr. Harlan is a smoking stand favorite, we're very disappointed that you guys are choosing to ignore and not work with the rightful owner of the harbor. I think it speaks to your guys' disregard for, the owner's rights as opposed to renters and other subjects. So please bring in Mr. Harlan and get his approval before you guys do anything at the harbor.
That's right.
Number 9, I'm happy to see you guys standing up against Purdue Pharma. It wasn't too long ago that the California Attorney General sold out to the people of California that were trying to sue Herbalife about FinFin because her husband worked for a law firm representing Herbalife. So I think it's good that at least we're finally taking a stand and acting like we're against Big Pharma. Oh, by the way, who else is she going to sell out if you jerk off elect her president? General public comment. Disappointed I didn't get to talk on Wednesday, but about the Johnny Jackets that were LARPing with picnic blankets covering their faces on Wednesday. You're rich white kids from Southern California. Go volunteer in Palestine. I understand that there are some new residents in hell. Hopefully they have some company soon. And why do you guys give these bitch sandwiches so many warnings? Way more than Mr. Herman and anybody else that doesn't disrupt nearly as much. Maybe when you see them show up, you should take the phone callers first so we get more than 5 minutes to try to get in. And why don't you guys talk about who was murdered to get the land that UCLA is on? In life lessons, don't pick a fight you can't win. Remember, more Germans died in World War II. That doesn't make them a sympathetic victim. And fun fact, according to Hamas, girls in Palestine can't be raped. And you realize you need both sides to uphold a ceasefire. I don't know how familiar you guys are with no chastity cages, but Dallas Alice, please free my penis binds.
A law enforcement type of
Caller
guy
with the last
who
four
is
digits,
hired by people
9809,
to stop
please speak.
these bad individuals.
Yeah, hi. Daniel Gus. Substack.com. All items and general public comment.
You'll have 3 minutes
Shout
for
out to
items 6
Daniel.
through 9 and 1 minute for general public comment.
Yeah, okay. So item 8. Item 8 is a type of environmental thing that may or may not be connected to the South Coast Air Quality Management District, which should be looked at with great skepticism every time one thing like this comes up. Why? Because it's the dumping ground for all of your spouses, your wayward nieces and nephews, and other people connected to your families and connected to their families who somehow can't get jobs in the private sector. For example, I exclusively uncovered a few years ago that Herb Wesson's wife, this is why you can't trust anything that may be connected, as this item is, to the AQMD. Herb Wesson's wife lied about her education. She didn't have a bachelor's degree and got a six-figure job at the AQMD, replacing a PhD who's a professor at UCLA.
Speaker,
Why?
you should move on to your next
Because-
item.
Okay, well, you can extend it to the lawsuit to the lawsuit thing with Purdue Pharma, because this is a type of political environment where spouses and kids can lie about their connections and qualifications because, for example, as I referenced in the prior email, Fabian Wesson lied about her education, got a job at the AQMD in the prior comment that I made, because the entity was run by Bill Burke, who's married to Yvonne Brathwaite Burke, who was Herb Wesson's first boss. So the Purdue Pharma settlement or the Purdue Pharma case should be looked at with scrutiny until you can say with clear transparency that these are legitimate, not biased, and that you don't have any public interest in it, like Curran Price lied about, like Jose Weezer lied
Speaker,
about,
you should move
and
on to your next
down the road. You know what? I'll go to general public comment because that's what you guys cheated me out of time the other day.
You'll have 1 minute.
On DanielGus.substack.com this morning, I have a doozy of a story about a meltdown at the Animal Services Commission on July 23rd, when a guy who didn't want to be commission president was made commission president through the manipulative arm twisting of Jackie Hamilton, who's Karen Bass's right-hand person. And I know Jackie's aware of it, and Carolyn Macias DeWebb is aware of it. This person may get the city sued because he had a meltdown, a tantrum at a meeting, because it seems like the city may be trying to misuse donated funds to find a way to kill hundreds of healthy adoptable animals without making Karen Bass look bad, because they are being dumped in the streets. Mr. Harris Dawson.
They dunked him.
Speaker with the last four digits.
Shout out to DanielGus.substack.com.
Please state the items you would like to speak to.
Award-winning
Yes,
journalist.
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to speak on all items and public comment.
He's
You'll
an
have 3
award
minutes
winner,
for the
man.
items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you, and please don't interrupt. You know, item 8, it's amazing that we all have a chance to talk on all items. And then when I listen to the people from Smoke and Stick Dan, one of them starts and he sounds like, boy, he's really going to stay on topic. And then the other one goes to Figueroa. You know, they should be ashamed of themselves. They have so much to give this city.
Speaker,
and what
you
do
need
they
to speak
do?
to the
They
agenda
have to go
items
to the-
now.
they
You can
have
speak
to
to
go
that
to
in
the-
your general public comment.
Ma'am, I am talking about item 8. You allowed the gentleman talks about Figueroa. Why do you always let the black individual talk about filth and scum all the time? You always do that, ma'am. You always allow that. All right. Can I continue with items to be able to speak on them, ma'am? May I?
What did I do? No? What did I do?
Speaker, your time is running.
Comment, yes, thank you. I will go to public comment. I want to apologize to Sergeant Clark and the other Guardi and all the other officers for my behavior last month when I was assaulted. I was confronted by one of those protesters who are there to, save the world, but yet who bring disgrace to our city and to have no honor for this country. So I apologize for that, and I'm glad that you folks pulled item 25 about security, because God forbid Mr. Trump wins, and then he'll bring his mercenaries in. But LAPD can take care of us, and that's why next week I'll be back, because I know I will be safe with LAPD there. And so, again, I apologize for my outburst, and I'll try not to do that again. But once you start a fight, like Smoking Scan said, you better be willing to finish it. Thank you.
Wait, huh? What the fuck's he talking about? I never said none of that.
Speaker with the last 4 digits, 26.
Oh, he's going crazy.
You may speak now.
You guys ever remember me saying that?
It's Eric Previn from Studio.
But I did get 5.
Gary, I'd like to speak on the available items, 6 through 9, special meeting items, which are very, very interesting because they're the important ones.
Too funny.
Are we in the special meeting yet?
No, we're not in the special
Why do
meeting.
people
so you'll
care
have 3
what-
minutes for
what
items
myself
69
and
on
you
the
guys
regular
say
agenda
so
and
much?
1 minute for general public comment.
It's weird.
Right. I didn't mention I wanted a general comment, but I do. So thank you for bringing that up. So that's
Yes, the
total
great
of 4. I'll
panderer,
try to make
everybody.
it less if I can.
Triggered.
First of all, I'd like to thank Blumenfield for resisting going over to the Olympics during today's meeting.
He malfunctioned.
I think Krikorian can probably, cover it during the virtually 24 days he's over there on taxpayers' expense. So I'd like to thank Blumenfield for issuing a little bit of restraint and
Speaker, you need to speak to the agenda items.
Of course. 6. Thank you. Thank you for the exemption communication from
We
the city
speak the
engineer
truth.
about vacation
Could be
of property.
tons.
Now, a typical vacation of property is done where a small piece of property owned by the city is desired by a private entity. This one is on federal
Passive
Avenue.
aggressive.
So when we hear the word federal,
right,
the
John.
watchdogs perk up. Nothing could really go wrong when the city is giving away a piece of land, as long as it's for a fair and reasonable price. But there is one thing that could go wrong and has gone wrong, which is where the council member who is the district leader says, well, sure, we'd be happy to give you that vacation of property for cost. The timing is tricky. And then the applicant says, well, we're trying to move forward. Can we just move it along? Sure, the timing is tricky. However, my wife is running for office. Anyway, great seeing you. What? And then the applicant is left with the feeling that they're supposed to make a contribution to the WESOR. So that, and all of this, amazingly, was presided over by one of the other council members, Mitchell Farrell, Paul Krikorian, and Mitchell Englander, who were all working together to move.
Speaker, you should move on to your next item.
What fart? I didn't fart.
Sure. Okay, fine. By the way, today we cannot talk
Thank
about
you,
the
Yuck.
forgiving of the $3.6 million in receivable bid. That's reducing. That's off. And no Suckmac LLC.
Hi, Tim.
For the record, that's in County District 1, which is a refund claim of almost $200,000, but great. Let's move on. 7. Item 7 is on the agenda, and we love it. What we love about 7 is, of course, it's a theater lease to extend to the folks who run the Dolby.
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
asleep on the
what
computer.
A light, cute little event. These are the people who make bank off of the Chinese theater. Hugo Soto Martinez will work cooperatively to make sure that people can also vend in the area. But this is they have the Lucky Strike lanes over there, Ovation Hollywood. These are big time dogs. So it's just a joinder to assignment and assumption of the theater lease. It's no big deal. Nothing to see here. Keep moving, folks. Okay, item 8. This is the centerpiece of McCosker's workaround. When you have a big port, you're going to have a lot of environmental hazards, and everyone knows it. Now, as people have talked about the clean trucks, it's hard to find a clean truck in America, but
Speaker, you have 1 minute for your general public comment.
Well, you didn't like the clean truck stuff? Well, all right, let's get McCosker's daughter to come up from City Association. She'll give us a briefing on how that one works. I will mention with great pride how deeply moved we all were to see Paul Krikorian at the torch lighting and also at the Simone Biles victory party, and certainly at the Léon Marchand, who is the greatest French swimmer ever, possibly, and a very good swimmer in his own right. But we're all very upset that the world record, nobody's getting world records in the pool because the pool is too shallow. This is a great oversight. The French were trying to cut corners, and they made a shallow pool. So now, even the great Katie Ledecky, who won, is not able to. How much is Krikorian going to spend for the total 3 weeks that he's over there? And did he go first class, Isagiri? Let's make that a PRA for all of the travel documents for the great council president. This is the longest council president trip.
Call in user 3. Please state the items you would like to speak to.
Public comment.
Who's that?
You'll have 1 minute.
Andrew G talks about the police punching people in the face, and yet he attacked with his friends, a senior with heart problems and other issues. Andrew G, put your gloves on, buddy. Put your gloves on. If you're going to talk about the police, you better talk about yourself and your past. Thank you.
Dude, Candido's losing it. That's fucking the great panderer. The one who just tore into our show. That's the same guy.
Caller with the last
he's
four
losing
digits,
it.
1964. Please speak up.
Thank you. My name is Lobster. I'm a Smoky Scan family member.
There's 6.
I'm going to address the 2028
Shout out to
Olympics.
Lobster.
They're coming to LA, and I would.
You can address that in general public comment, for which you'll have 1 minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, general public. Snoop Dogg is now hosting events, which I think is hilarious. But I want you to preempt the 2028 Olympics to have Jason host the Figueroa events. Such events as the reverse pommel horse, or how to put a fucking condom on without using your pants, which is Candido's really good at. And what about the 50-yard dash on your knees? Please try to get the Figueroa events for the 2008 Olympics. Focus scan, yes.
7. Shout out to Lobster.
Caller with the last 4 digits.
You're 7.
5554.
Even nobody in there.
Yes, good morning.
Sean.
6, 7, and 8 in general public comments.
Sean from Canoga Park.
You'll have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Yeah. Item number 6 on 4. Item number 8 on 4. Item number 7. Yeah, I'm against the movie. I'm against that item. General public comment.
Sorry.
No, this is Sean.
General public comment.
Sean from Canoga Park. That's who this is. It's not Jason.
Okay.
This is a real
1
person.
minute.
Like he's
Marquis Dawson's the president. I am happy. Krikorian should get out. He gave me some problems when I was at city council. I'll be back at city council next week. Krikorian's full of crap. Thank you.
He's real. He's not putting you on. That's how he is. He screams into the mic. He screams into the phone.
Call in user 4. Please unmute yourself and state the items you would like to speak to.
Yes, my name is Jason. I'm a spokescan viewer, and I'm that black person calling to rebut that Mr. Candido was speaking about earlier.
What items would you like to speak to?
There's 7.
All available items, general public comment.
We've already heard from the speaker. We should move on to the next speaker.
Well, damn.
Candido, you started something. Hey, man.
Call in
Calm
user
your
5.
ass down.
Please unmute yourself and state
Great
the items you would like
panderer.
to speak to.
That's Spindler.
Okay, only humans are allowed to speak here, so next speaker.
That's Spindler. Bro, it's like Romper Room. I love it. And I see Mikey and
Call in
Timmy
user
and
with the
Tammy
last
and
4
Jonathan
digits,
and Jay.
9519. Please state the items you would like to speak to.
Yes, my name is Jason. I'm still a smoke scan viewer.
There's 8.
General public comment?
We've already heard from the speaker. Let's move on to the next speaker.
Come on, bitch.
Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Oh, it's so perfect that he got that in.
Call in user 7. Please state the items you'd like to speak to.
I need to clip that.
It's called Reducto ad absurdum. Look it up.
That's Brock.
Broxton from Smoking Scan bringing
There's
more
9.
ears to hear what you have to say than anybody else here.
We heard from the speaker as well.
There's 9.
The law enforcement type of guy.
Only allowed to call in once, of course. Okay, does that conclude the telephonic? All
No,
the rest are repeats.
it doesn't,
as I'm
blob.
being told. So, public comment is now closed.
Damn it.
And we will now
Straight
move
to
to.
I don't. No, it's not a
what's
record,
next
but
on our
it's up
agenda?
there. 9.
The council may now vote on items 6 through 8.
Shout out to Brock,
Okay.
Jason, Lobster, and the shout out for
Anyone wish
Richard
to-
Serrano.
Looking at the queue, none of my colleagues wish to speak on these items, so let's open the roll. Close the roll.
I said 7
And
twice.
tally the
It's
vote.
10. Okay, it's 10. Get it.
13 ayes.
I don't know what I did.
13 ayes, the measure is approved.
And Mr. President, there
To
is
get
a
everybody else
request to
so
send
angry that
item number
isn't that
7
doesn't come in
forthwith.
here.
Okay, without objection, item 7 is sent forthwith.
And
What's
he
next?
got all racial about
There
Jason.
is item number 9 scheduled for a closed session.
Talk
Okay.
about Phil.
Item number 9 is closed session, so we'll prepare the room for
All right, so they're
closed
kicking
session.
everybody out. So I guess that's it for today. Hour 7 minutes. Well,
So let's
yeah,
prepare
at
the
least
room
we
for
got
closed
some all
session.
stars
After
in here.
closed session,
You know,
we will come
Harlan
back,
and Spindler,
announce if there's anything that happened in closed session,
the
and then we will
laser
move to the
lady.
special meeting after that.
We had some
So
good
if we
ones
could
today,
prepare
man.
the room for closed session.
The callers were lively today as well. Uh-oh. All right. So I guess that's it for now, guys. What can we do? What can we do? Spit in our shoe. So I guess that's it for now. I will see you guys later tonight. Don't forget Friday Night Fun coming up tonight. Thank you for all the likes, the love, the thumbs ups, the donos. I appreciate all of them. The thumbs ups are free and they work. They are awesome. On behalf of Stink Bomb, who is here, who you're not seeing, he's right there. Nope. Right there? There he is. There he is. So on behalf of that guy right there, who's got giant rabbit's feet, and again, now I can't use the laptop because somebody's sleeping on top of it who already laid on top of it and broke it. Broke the fan. Crushed the fan in there. So yeah. Oh, that's who it was, Brock? I missed it. I was just busy laughing at all the shit you say. Sometimes I forget about it. What's up, Katie? Yeah, so hopefully I can see you guys tonight. I understand if you can't. It's Friday night. You're going to go out and have your fun with your other friends. That's fine. Just be safe. Catch us on the next one. Keep those notifications on in case we get us a chase today so you can hop on beforehand. Oh, look at the pupper. I want him. I want him for Stink Games. Stink Games, can we have him? I want him. I want him. It's a good looking puppy right there. Alright, so it is what it is. Alright, so I'm out of here for now. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Bye, y'all.